Well, guys, here we are back again. Second time this year we went overtime. Second time we scored 41 points in overtime.
Yeah,
Feels a little bit different this time.
yeah, got the W this
Got the
time.
W this time. Although I don't know if almost don't feel any better than I did with the L.
It's kind of a weird feeling actually because with the loss to Georgia in overtime, I kind of felt decent for the fact that we played Georgia and outplayed them.
Mm-hmm.
This one I feel not
A little
great.
worried. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. I mean, we're showing some weaknesses. We had some issues, but we'll get into a little bit of that. But the main thing though, I got to keep reminding myself that we actually won because when I keep talking about this game and thinking about it, I feel like it's a loss, but we won the game.
Well, Bob, if you won't be negative, you be negative. I know since you've come over talk about the game, you're very unhappy, and I'm not thrilled, but I can be Mr. Positive if you
Okay,
need to know.
I'll start.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go start off with the negatives, and hopefully this thing can go long enough that we won't run out of room on the computer before this video's over with me going over the negatives. Well, not that bad, I guess. But first of all, Josh Heupel needs to learn how to do clock management.
Not his finest moments.
No, uh, you could question whether or not he made some goofball mistakes in the Georgia game that cost us that game. And this one might have been the worst clock management I've ever seen on the last drive. I don't think he realized that we needed about 40 more yards. I think he thought we was in field position, in field goal position, those last few plays. You don't run out clock uh, and delay. You call it. You got two timeouts. You end up running out of time. It wasn't even close. Bad, bad clock management.
I'll be honest about it, Bob. I thought he was playing a little scared uh, uh, uh,
You said
with
that, and
with his
you said that.
defense.
I agree.
Um,
In the first half, it kind of.
did the same thing. Even though uh, State had a fourth down, I thought was thinking if I give them too much time to think about it, they'll actually go for it and make it.
Right.
And I thought in the second half there, I thought he wanted to make it where we had the ball and the lights played. He wanted to run the ball down, but he still went too far. But
I mean,
honestly, I just thought he had no confidence in his defense whatsoever.
well, uh, I understand, the announcers saying we didn't need to leave a lot of time on the clock. I get that normally,
Yeah, but you
but
got to have some time
but
for yourself.
I don't think anybody should have been scared of Mississippi State's passing game. Um, I mean,
There was gashing us running, but not
they
except for maybe a pass or two. Not
right,
really.
and the only reason why those passes was working was because we was having to defend the run better. I mean,
Yeah, we had that one breakdown, but if you're just going to
if
back it up and play deep,
yeah,
you
if
know,
we'd shut the run down,
because we were getting to the quarterback.
if we'd shut the run down in this game, we'd beat them by 30 points. I mean,
That's true.
they only could throw it as, uh, it wasn't very well. A lot of bad things happened when they threw it, sacks and interceptions. Uh, but anyway,
Fumbles.
fumbles, yeah,
Yeah, and give us a big shout out to that hit Tyree West put on him.
yeah, oh
Talk
yeah,
about swallowing him up, man.
yeah,
And then Joseph's with the recovery, take it to the
right,
house at a really key time in
yeah.
the game.
Even though our run defense wasn't the best,
It really
you
wasn't.
got to give the defense credit for two touchdowns in that. Another two negatives, or another big negative to this game, and I want not to blame Tennessee for this negative. Uh, the uh, the refs, man, you had two pass interference calls. That was horrible. Uh,
That worked.
the first one against Hood. What I was bothered me was about that. Not only was it a bad call, but the ref that threw it. If you watch the replay, the ref that threw it didn't have the correct angle. He couldn't even see if that was pass interference. He couldn't even see that Hood had his hand kind of on his shirt. I don't know, man. That was one of them that you're like,
It was a weak call.
I would love to hear the FCC explanation on that one if they
Oh, they'll
True.
never, yeah, they'll never give it those.
And the other one was just horrible call. The guy fell down, uh, and
That's all the ref reacted to,
yeah,
him falling
he
down.
just fell down.
There was some little handsy going back and forth, and back when I was growing up, you might have seen some pass interference on being handsy, but in this day and age, if you're both battling, there's no call, and there wasn't even a whole lot of battling going on, to be
Right.
honest.
Yeah, you're gonna see that every play if you're gonna call that.
Yeah, that was bad.
Um, and those were
Cost us a
huge.
touchdown, took the TD off the board
Yeah,
whenever had to go to overtime.
right. And the other one, they ended up scoring on that drive. So I mean,
Yeah, it could be a 14-point swing
it
or
could have
just
been
two
very well.
really bad calls.
Yeah, really bad calls. But it is what it is, I guess. But uh, you know, let's see. I don't think Kiltzelman had his best game. He had two balls, which neither ball was great throws,
No, they were.
but two balls come off his hands, cause interceptions.
Yeah,
Uh,
he had a couple other catches that are good. Excuse me, guys. I would say it was Joey. Hey, he's a winner, okay?
right,
Joey's a winner.
right.
That said, he's not been the most. He's got the guy uh, the passes to his receivers, but as far as being accurate,
He's not. I
he,
mean, yeah. I
a
mean,
lot of passes behind him. 2 years ago, we were complaining about Joe all the time
right.
throwing behind guys. Uh, I guess the biggest difference was Joe threw it 10 miles an hour faster.
Yeah. And there's no reaction time.
No reaction time. These guys have been able to make
Plays.
some
Yeah.
plays on the ball.
Right.
Um, but it would be nice if, and he may. I mean, he's not been here that long with these guys and running the system as the year goes on. You know,
He might get more accurate
he
because
may
of
get
time.
more accurate,
Yeah.
timing
Yeah.
better.
Uh, I will give a shout out to Chris Brazel. It's a good thing we got him because man, he is lighting it up.
What is it about these second year jumps for the wide receivers, Bob?
Uh, we've talked about that a lot. We can't get a guy first year to do nothing. Second year, we get a big jump out of him. And
Yeah, he looks like Randy Moss out there.
yeah, he's playing fantastic. He's playing himself into some major money.
Well, he really is. He's cashing some checks, whether he
I
knows it or
want to
not. Right now.
say Copper, I think. They have him number one wide receiver going off the board right now.
It might be early, but
Which a lot of things change.
a lot of things change. I will say this: he is kind of having the kind of type of season that at the end of the year, you look back and we might be going, why did
Why
he
he
only
did
have 50 catches?
Yeah, we need really be throwing him the ball more. I mean, and I think he can handle. He's not just a deep ball guy.
No,
I've seen enough short stuff to know that he's got some versatility to himself.
he does. He's got a full route tree, really.
Um, but I mean, I'm glad on a positive, I'm glad you know, when things looked bad, we put things together and drove down and scored.
How many times you hear adversity? How the team react to it? Well, we had some adversity. Now, some of it self-inflicted,
Right,
but they responded.
right. Um, but that's the main stuff. I won't harp on a lot of little stuff, but
Oh, boys, we got a W on the road in
we
the
got a
SEC,
W,
and that's not always easy.
and we knew going into this game, even though Mississippi State's not a great team, they're improved team. We knew that on the road it's difficult. I mean, you can ask Florida State about it. Uh, they know.
Well, ask a lot of teams about it.
Yeah,
I mean, Bama at Florida State,
right,
Florida State at wherever.
right.
Every weekend,
It
they got
happens.
the road favorites losing.
Yeah. I mean, they used to say being home is like a 3.5, 4 point swing at the most. Really, I think it's on average, it's got to be more than that. I mean, because I swear some teams, it's
Well, in the NFL, maybe
20
three,
points
but
difference.
in college, I'd give it more than a touchdown
Yeah,
in
I think
college.
so. I think that's true. And college, I think it's more than a touchdown difference because you got teams that have no business playing with other teams, winning games or playing tight games at home. Uh, but yeah, what else you got about this game, Tim, that interests you? Anything that sticks out, good or negative?
Well, I will say this. I mean, like our defensive line, if you want to talk about the run support, then I'm going to be like really doom and gloom right now.
Right.
Uh, but we've got 20 sacks
That's
5 games into the year,
yeah.
and it's by about a dozen, or actually more than a dozen people I think's had partial sacks. Uh, I find that to be very
Yeah.
heartening going forward
Right.
here for the year, as particularly as we're getting healthy. This bye week's coming at a good time.
On a good note, Perry come back in
Oh yeah,
game
that
day.
was
That would
definitely
be
good.
that looked like it might have been when I saw it. I thought, man, is this a end of season or
Multiple
five,
games.
6 game kind of deal? Because that's what it looked like. Um,
I don't see how big offensive linemen don't get hurt more than they do.
oh,
And
with all them bodies falling around them.
yeah, always falling on the back of the legs.
Yeah.
No.
Uh,
But you know what? I also give a shout out to David Sanders. Even though he did have a very big offside penalty
yeah. Yeah. On third down. Yeah.
coming in after the way the season started for him
Right.
in a pressure situation,
Yeah.
and I thought looked pretty athletic. I could
Yeah.
see
He did.
why they believe the ceiling's super high for him.
Oh yeah, I think it is. Hopefully, you give us 2 weeks. Hopefully, Purdy's good. I would not be shocked to see Purdy go into Sham's spot, which was the original plan,
Hmm.
and Purdy go to guard and Sanders go to tackle, and I believe that puts your best 5 on the field. Um, and I believe that will help our running game because our running game has really been a little bit of a disappointment so far this season.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying anything bad about Sham because I think he's played well for the most part.
Yeah,
It's just, and I think our best guys, obviously Perry on the side, I think would be an advantage.
right.
And putting Moy back over on the left side. Uh, that said though, Bob, I've watched some of their running game this year with some of our schemes looking really, really nice. Really enjoy it, but we've had a couple of games where it's not looked well at all.
Well,
And tonight, I wonder if half of it was the fact that Mississippi State does run the same type of offense, and they decided to take away a running game and give us uh, some uh, some shots over the top.
yeah.
Let us, they took away one to try and gave us the other, so to speak, and well, we did the vice versa, I believe. I think we took everything away pretty much over the top and maybe gave some stuff up for the run
Mhm.
game. I need to go back and kind of count the boxes
Right.
and see exactly what was going on during the course of the game.
You
Probably
know,
will.
I will say one more thing too. Um, I'm pretty hard on Heupel on the whole clock management thing. Uh, you know, but because there's so many things that goes into these games. A head football coach, the amount of things he's got going on, it is massive. Um, if anybody's ever done any kind of coaching, even at you know little league football, you got to know that there is a million different things you got going through your head as far as substitutions, timeouts, the clock, down in distance, and he's helping make the the play calls. I mean, there's just so much going in to these guys.
It's not an
It's a
easy
lot
job
harder job
for
than what you
everybody to be
realize.
doing it.
Yeah, it's a lot harder job than what you realize. I mean,
And that said, I wouldn't trade Josh. Um, you can say other coaches have a better resume, but 2 or 3 of those coaches that have that better resume went into jobs that were,
sweet.
yeah,
Yeah,
already winning at a very high clip.
yeah,
And, what they've done once they got there was increase the recruiting to take it up another notch.
right.
They didn't have to deal with a train wreck that Heupel did have to
It
deal with.
really makes me wonder, Tim, how many guys who's been known to be like these great coaches, what would they have done if they had come into a situation like this? Would would Kirby Smart be thought of where he's at right now?
Well, no, not where he is right now,
Would
but if,
would
he would
somebody
have went
like
and got some talent.
yeah,
He would have got talent.
but I mean, if he was a coordinator, never been a coach, he wouldn't have that name for him. I wonder how much more talent he would have gotten. Um,
Well,
I mean,
here's a
maybe,
good situation. Clark Lee.
yeah,
Okay, he's went into a bad situation and looking done about as good as any coach could do over
yeah,
there.
right,
And I'm not saying he'll go to somewhere else to become a superstar because I don't know if he'll have that. Well, once again, the ability to recruit at a high enough level wherever he goes.
right,
But as far as getting the most out of the talent on his team, I mean, if Kirby or Saban or Day or whoever, if they got as much out of their talent,
yeah,
they'd never lose a game,
right. Oh yeah,
as Clark Lee or
oh yeah.
even Josh does most time.
But yeah, I mean, I'm bashing, um, Heupel, but he does. I
He,
would say,
he's had a couple of issues this year.
in this bye week, he needs to work on his clock management in the games. Uh, he has not done well in the
Now, done a great job scripting plays and getting everything started with the tweaks of the
yeah,
offense, but
yes,
he's focused on the most important thing
right,
in the big picture.
yeah. He might need
But
less
he's
than
missed
this
this
take
little
over
spot here. It's
a couple
kind
of
of
weeks
hurting.
ago in the game
Um,
and focused on the play calling itself and not the clock management. Maybe I don't know, but and I haven't seen this stuff from him before, but as much as these couple games here, I think he's not done so well. But anyway, any other
yeah.
players stand out? I mean, uh,
Well, Mike Matthews went over 100 yards.
he did. Did had that horrible drop though, and seemed like that's an issue with him. Uh,
Well, he's inconsistent so far. Take a step forward, takes one back right now.
and I hope that's not an issue with him because according to the people that watched him that was in high school, said that was part of his issue was one reason why some teams didn't have him as high as others because he had a little bit of a problem making not the routine catches, you know. But I mean, another player that had a bad game, Staley. Um,
Yeah,
that guy,
had a big play toward the end of the game, but boy,
punt, yeah, back to back punt, fumble, and then letting one let the previous one get in his head and not catch it and getting it down at the 1 yard line. I mean, that was those type stuff like that can lose you ball games. Those two things right there.
yeah, okay, and it makes me wonder why Boo wasn't back there, and he has kind of mishandled a couple of punts early in the year, um, but we also know he's got some things to do off the field, so maybe, and it's all speculation because I don't know,
Right.
maybe he's you know not handling everything as well as the coaches would like, and say, well, you don't get to start,
Right.
you know.
I mean, who knows? But all I know is, I think they felt like they had to put him in after those two
Oh,
points.
after that, yeah, they're
They
like,
can't
okay,
make the team lose because sometimes the guys get in there. I've seen it before. You have too. Guys just let a mistake like that snowball. And you got a lot of time
and I
waiting
think
on
it's
that ball to come down.
yeah, and I
A lot
think
of
it
time to think.
snowballed on Staley
Yeah,
once he got it in his wide receiver spot too, where he was dropping some balls.
yeah.
Um,
It happens.
it
It
does.
happens.
Um, as far as everything's Bob, I would like to say I'm happy we got an open date coming right now.
It's
Looks like
needed in multiple ways.
yeah, get some people back.
Hmm.
Hopefully we get Jermod McCoy back soon. If not,
Possibilities for that next game. Yeah,
yeah,
and then
we need some
also
depth out there.
Hobbs at defensive tackle need that too.
That's going to be big, I believe.
Right. And then
And you already mentioned Sanders.
right.
He could work his way back into, if not a starting job, definitely more playing time.
And you got several guys that's nursing. I feel like injuries. We know about our in Carter nursing the turf toe, and
Yeah, people
played.
complained about him tonight, and I understand it. But man, I would have, as a coach, and if I've got anybody close to somebody, talent wise or
Yeah,
knowledge wise, and one's got a turf toe, I'm getting them off of that thing. You can't replay.
yeah. I don't see how you stop and start. Um,
Good enough. I mean,
right.
if you're just heads and shoulders above your back up, that's one thing.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a tough one.
yeah, you need to get off of it.
Yeah, and I Me and you talked about it off air. You know, Kesselman's not had the greatest games the last 2 or 3 games. Uh, I wonder if he's not nursing an injury because uh, you got Ethan Davis who's hurt. The freshman tight ends not quite regular.
Not getting a lot of snaps on them
Right. Even
because
though
Kissman,
Dorsler had a really nice block for the on the Bishop touchdown run in overtime.
oh, absolutely, he did.
So that was big. But I wonder if he got an injury.
He
That's
he's probably banged up at least.
Yeah.
And it's making a difference in his game right now.
Right. So like you said, big
There's
time to
probably
have
a
an
lot of
open
guys.
date to
He'll up a
heal
little
up
bit. And these young freshmen
and get right.
get ready.
Get ready.
I still think there's a lot of improvement we can go from here to the end of the year.
Absolutely. Defensively, especially on the defensive side. And I think the offense can get better if Sanders goes to tackle and Purdy goes to guard. I think we can improve in the run game.
Hmm.
Um,
And we still have these Travis Smith, who's not played a whole lot.
right.
I could see him definitely getting into the rotation
He
because
needs,
at some point or another, we're probably going to have a wide receiver missing some time in front of him.
he needs to get some reps. Um, it may not come in the Arkansas game so much. Hopefully it will. Hopefully we're able to put up the kind of numbers Notre Dame did today. Hopefully Pittman survives until he gets to play us.
Yeah, I don't want them to go ahead and make a switch. If they, of course, might wake up in the morning. By the time this comes out, they could have already made a switch.
Yeah.
Um, I don't want Petrino to take over. Not that I'm scared of Petrino. It's just anytime a team makes a switch like that,
Mm-hmm. We've seen it many
a
times.
lot of unknowns.
Yeah. Has the team quit on the previous coach? Are they more energized with a new coach? It seems to make a difference a lot of times.
Yeah, they either tank or they resurge it.
Right.
So,
And it would be the most Tennessee thing for a backup coach to come in and rejuvenate them.
yeah, it's almost as bad as a backup quarterback coming in against
We've
Tennessee.
had that happen. Or a backup wide receiver
Coming to
going
play
quarterback.
Yeah,
I mean, we've seen that happen.
there's
You
been
know,
a
we've seen
list of nightmare
Yeah.
situations with backups.
and you think, oh man, we got it made now. Their best quarterback's out. We're going to a national championship game like 2001. What happens? You get a guy who goes up there and throws a ball and bounces off our D's hands, and he runs a quarterback draw like every other play, and against 2 of the best defensive tackles in the history of SEC, and somehow or another we can't stop it.
Yeah, we never make an adjustment
No.
to stop a running quarterback somehow.
That one still burns. You can tell it's 24 years later, and I'm still got burning on that one.
Never let it go. Never let it go. Never let it go.
All right. Well, Tim, everybody, I appreciate you following the channel and watching. If you don't care, give us a like. It helps the channel, helps us put more out.
Share it with a friend.
Share it with a friend. Leave a comment. That helps us. We also enjoy them. I think we pretty much get back to every single comment that's ever put out there.
Well, maybe not all.
I mean, like 99%. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have noticed before I missed one too.
But it's very rare. If you say we're good looking or smart or anything,
We will
like
get
that,
back to
we'll
that
get back to that one for sure. If it's the opposite, that one might slide by.
No, if they say you're ugly, I'll get back to it.
Yeah, but I agree. And yeah, I get you on that one. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you. And go Vols.
Go Big Orange. Let's go win us another.
That's right.